Here to give us insight into the prosecution's efforts is David Weinstein, a former federal and state prosecutor himself. David Murdaugh has since dismissed his lies to police as brain fog from years of opioid use. Prosecution played back his lies. What do you make of that strategy?
Well, look, I think that the question here is, do any of these jurors believe what Murdaugh had said during his testimony? Prosecution has painted him out to be a liar. They've shown his inconsistencies in terms of actual physical and video recorded evidence. So it's a good strategy since he's now decided to take the stand. Before he took the stand, it was basically a circumstantial evidence case, no direct evidence linking him, no video, no pictures, no testimony to the two murders.
Well, it seems like the thing that came out of this is, okay, I told police I was not in that Snapchat video, and now I'm telling you that I am. I was lying about that, but I'm not lying about killing my wife and son. I didn't do it. But based on that, I kind of wonder if that means that the prosecution has kind of won, or at least blunted, the Murdaugh testimony, or what it could have done for the defense.
Well, I think they've put a big hole in his testimony and given jurors reasonable doubt about his truth and veracity. Again, pointing out how easily and quickly he lies. Now he's going back on some earlier version of his story. Quite frankly, he doesn't come across as being that credible, but it's not up to me. It's up to the jurors to decide whether or not they're going to believe his testimony.
And they're trying to create as much reasonable doubt here as possible. So he's bringing up the boat accident from 2019, saying there might have been a revenge motive behind it. He's bringing up his drug use and his dealings with some people that supply drugs, saying that might have been a reason. Do you think that some of these other theories that do not include him being the one that murdered his wife and son, do you think that those hold water enough to create that reasonable doubt for the jury?
I think that there are alternative explanations. He and his defense team are grasping at straws here. Most of the evidence that's been presented thus far points to him as being the murderer. So I'm not sure it's going to create enough reasonable doubt for jurors to doubt the prosecution's case and say you just haven't proven what you've claimed he has done here.
How does this wrap up then with what more is there? Who else is there to talk to here? Is there more with Alex Murdaugh himself? And then how do these closing arguments go?
Well, Murdaugh is done after his redirect examination. The prosecution may seek to now put on a couple more witnesses to bolster their case about either the lies he's told or about the evidence they have through technology that links him to the location, or perhaps to refute one of his other two theories. I think in closings, the prosecution is going to hammer on, you can't believe what you heard from Murdaugh. He's a skilled liar, and he's asking you to believe him now on this one issue and then disregard all of his other lies. And the defense is simply going to say there's no direct evidence linking him to the murders, no blood on his clothes, no gunshot residue on his hands. There's no confession. There is reasonable doubt. You can believe some of the alternative theories.
And there's no murder weapon as far as we know. They don't have the actual guns that were used. So David Weinstein, thank you very much for that. It will be interesting to see how this week goes in that Murdaugh trial.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.